I'm Leslie. I'm a mom of 3 and a bunch of other things.
And I'm Candi. I'm a drag queen.
And we both like creating things, learning about stuff, and getting inspired by the world around us.
Yeah. And I'm stuffed with onions and breadcrumbs.
La la Leslie.
Gobble, 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 yeah.
And the drag queen. Yeah. La 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 Leslie. And the drag queen.
Candi!
Coming! Hang on. Okay, just let me...
Put that piece of turkey down. Thanksgiving's over.
I have not eaten this whole Thanksgiving.
Oh, I have.
Hi.
Hi.
No, I'm kidding. I ate quite a bit. In fact, I was just squeezing out a couple jelly beans right before we got on the call. So,
You always have to, so you don't have to take a jelly bean break.
jelly bean break.
Were they turkey flavored jelly beans this time? Or maybe cranberry sauce?
I was so stuffed I just couldn't even taste them.
You normally taste them?
No, I mean,
We'll just move on. It's okay.
yeah, moving
It's all
on.
right.
We just had a couple friends over. We had a little Friendsgiving, and
Oh.
everybody made a thing, except for me. I didn't make anything.
You don't do that. Would mess up your nails. You
I
can't
just,
do that.
like I'm more creating the environment. Like
Yeah.
I'm creating the vibe. People don't call on me when they like need help moving or
When do they call you? What do they call you for?
when they need a clown or someone just to like make things just a little bit more bright and bubbly and fun, or just need someone to talk like endlessly, like someone to just fill the space. They call me. That's when they call me.
That's good. I
Mhm.
like that. It's a very valuable trait to
Yeah.
have.
Blah
I
blah
think
blah.
I get called, you know what? I realized as a friend of my daughter's, her dad has started texting me. He and the friend's mom, they're divorced, and he has started texting me for all of like the extracurricular activity information that he would have texted his ex-wife for. Like I've become
Oh.
yes. It just hit me because it's been happening for a while and I didn't really think much of it. It's like, oh, what time is this? What time is that? Where can we get tickets? And I was just kind of happy to help. And then it hit me. I was like, I'm this asshole's new wife. Like I am the new store of information. Fuck this. Like,
Oh my
what?
gosh.
Yeah. So that's when I get called on is to be the store
When
of,
someone needs a replacement bride.
I guess so, with
When
no
someone's on the outs
benefits.
with their ex and doesn't wanna
Yes.
text. Don't wanna text your ex? Text
Call
Leslie.
Leslie. That's right. And she
I
won't
mean,
realize it for a while.
yeah,
Like, what are
if
you
it was a
doing?
paid service, that would be different. That's not a terrible idea.
That would be a good service to have. Just someone to keep track of all the shit. Just like a personal secretary, but for dentist appointments and ballet lessons and whatever. Like, where are we going? When? Tell me when to show up and I'll do it.
I'm not sure when people are gonna hear this episode, but we're, like, the day after Thanksgiving.
Yes. We're both still fully bloated from all
Comatose.
the,
Yeah.
yes, all the gluttony. We're trying to summon enough energy for y'all guys because we've been laying around on our couches for a couple days.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch sports, right?
Oh, not willingly, but yes, I just finished watching the Argentina-Mexico World Cup game. My husband is from Argentina, big, sports, really just soccer guy, not really so much the other sports, but I feel like I was kind of obligated to. I could give a shit about sports. I don't know anything about them, but I knew that this was a big deal because if they lost the game, they were going to be eliminated from the World Cup, which would be a
But
big
then
deal.
but then you weren't summoning enough energy apparently, and he had to go be around other people who were
Yes.
genuinely
Yeah, he went to a bar and he doesn't even drink.
He's like, "I just need to be around people who understand
He
my
did.
excitement."
Because, oh my God, Candy, you don't even know. The first World Cup we watched together, that he dragged me to, and like we were dating, so I had to pretend like I was interested. It must have been 2006. And I had never been around a bunch of Argentines watching a soccer game. It
Ooh,
was
me neither.
terrifying. Yeah,
Oh.
now that part, yeah, I think you would have liked all the hot, sweaty men yelling, but they screamed like it just at
Oh,
anything. It was like being in the Coliseum watching the gladiators or something. It was
yeah.
wild. It was
I
a
don't
little
like
much.
that. I don't
Yeah,
like that. I
I
don't
thought
even
it
like going to, like I don't even like going to concerts really, because 'cause I'm like, there's just this obligation to, like, get up and dance around, and I'm just like, "No,
I'll
I
just do it
like
from my couch.
yeah,
I'm fine. But
I'll just
yeah,
stay home."
I know. I think we're revealing our age too. 'Cause
Oh, no.
have you always
Anyone
been like that, Candy?
anyone can be a shut-in. Oh, boy, especially these days. We are popping out shut-ins like gangbusters, because there's just so many things that you can do right there on your phone, and so
That's right.
why get out of bed, really?
It's a great time to be an introvert, that's for
It
sure.
is. That is the damn truth.
Well, so we made it through Thanksgiving.
We did it. We did
We
it. Did
had
y'all do turkey?
we did. My kids and I cooked the whole shebang, the turkey and the dressing and a couple different pies. And it was kind of neat because we had some friends of my husband over and they're from Venezuela. And of course, they don't have any of these, typical Thanksgiving dishes. And so it was kind of fun to get to share it with them because they didn't know what anything was. They were like, what is that? That looks wonderful. And it's like green bean casserole with cream of mushroom soup in it. But they
It's an
loved it.
incredible delicacy
Yeah,
known
very,
to
yes.
my people as green bean casserole.
That's right, with the french fried onions on top. They loved it.
Mhm.
So that was really fun. Well, look, we're in full holiday season now. There's no more like fake busting out the Christmas carols at Halloween. It's legit. Now you're
I can
legally able to do all that.
oh my gosh. I'm
Finally.
so happy, and I love Christmas songs so much.
What's your
Like,
favorite to sing?
um,
I'm going to say favorite to sing.
to sing, um, I love the chestnuts roasting on an open
Oh, yeah.
fire. Like, I just love that one. It's so classy and jazzy.
A Christmas song. Isn't that what it's
Yes.
called? Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good one for
The
sure.
Bing Crosby, right?
I think so. Is he the original?
And
Probably.
and
Sounds
then
right.
on the other end of the spectrum, I love from just a few years back, RuPaul came out with a song that I actually enjoyed called "Hey Sis, It's Christmas." And if you haven't listened to it, add it
Uh-uh.
to your Christmas playlist. It is adorbs. So
I
cute.
bet that's awesome. I want to check that out. I haven't heard it. I always love Elvis's Blue Christmas. I love singing along with that one. I haven't ever like done it on my own, but just to sing along whenever it comes on, it just like
Oh, I
I
think
love
that would be
it.
such a good one for you too.
Yeah, if I could get it in the right key,
Yeah,
that would be fun.
just find your key. Mm.
Yes, good stuff.
So wait, should we talk about our favorite, like, holiday things?
Yeah, let's keep going. We
Uh,
talked about our favorite songs.
okay, what's your favorite holiday movie?
Oh, this is always so controversial.
Is it?
Bec Well, I'm just thinking, like, the main thing that I think about when I think of holiday movies is the debate that comes up every year over whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or
Uh
not, and all these very macho men are like, "Yeah, it is," or "It's not," and I'm like, "I've never seen it. I don't know."
I've never seen it either, and last year, I watched, like, a good portion of it in a bar, like, it just happened to be on, and I was like, I've never seen this." So
No.
I watched, like, the last 20 minutes.
I mean, that's probably enough. You probably get the
Yeah,
gist. You
I
get to
got it.
see
It
a
was the
sweaty
heavy
Bruce
action
Willis.
part, yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind that. But n I think my favorite Christmas movie or holiday movie is A Christmas Story.
Wi
Do you know
the
which one
one
that
yeah, with the glasses and the leg lamp,
Yeah,
and,
yes,
you'll shoot your eye out.
that's right. They used to I don't know if they still do, but they used to play it for 24 hours on TNT
Oh, yeah, I
on
remember that, and
Uh-huh.
now, did you know on HBO Max right now, there's a sequel? They have a new Christmas Story that happens in the '70s with the same actor. The same child actor is now the dad.
Oh. Is it
And
good? Have you seen it?
I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be terrible,"
Yeah,
and
it
I
kind of
watched some of it, and I'm kinda into it. I
huh.
really if you have HBO Max, check it out. They really stayed true stylistically to the original movie, which is cool. It's
Yeah.
neat.
I wanna watch that. Yeah, because sometimes you're right, those things can just be kinda sad, it's not really the same, and everyone just looks
Like a money
older and
grab.
right, exactly, but sometimes if it's done well, it can be really good. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's great. How about you? What's your favorite holiday movie?
My favorite holiday movie. Okay, there's this weird Disney movie, live action Disney movie from, like, back in the '90s,
Uh-huh.
maybe even the '80s, called One Magic Christmas. Did you ever see it?
I'm not sure who's in it.
Mary
Oh,
Steenburgen,
yeah.
and some other people, and it's, like, very, especially for Disney, it's very real and gets very kind of tragic and dark at periods in it,
Hmm.
and when we were kids, it came out, and it was very controversial because there's a part where the kids in the story, um, go to Santa's workshop, and instead of elves, it's all the, people that died that are working in the workshop. Like, grandmas and grandpas that died are, like, working for him.
Oh, wow.
And the
That's
Christians did not like that.
they were not down.
No. Everything's very, how do I say this? Like, white trash. Like, there's this very kind of, like, white trashy element to it that I just loved because
Hmm.
it's like it was almost this, like, Roseanne, only with no comedy, just the bleak trashiness of Roseanne
You're like, "That's it? The number
meets
one
meets
Chris"
a magical holiday movie,
but it
and
probably just feels more real too. It's not so
exactly,
polished
it
and
had this element to it when I was a kid where it would just it gets you in the feels. Again, another recommendation, if you haven't seen One Magic Christmas, it's on Disney Plus.
okay.
Now, if you just are browsing their holiday movies, you're not gonna see it because it's kind of a deep dive, so you will have
They're
to
like, "We're
search it.
gonna hide this."
Yeah, it's
It's
kinda like the Black Cauldron, that animated movie from the '80s. They're like,
yes.
we're not gonna
Just put
lead
this
with this."
yeah.
So, do you have, like, a favorite, holiday food? Like, what's your thing that it's not the holidays without?
Oh my gosh. It's funny. Okay, my grandmother, my mom's mom, was not a big cook at all. Like, I don't think she ever really cooked anything that I can remember for us. But she did this thing where she would make Christmas candies for all of us, for all of her four kids and their families every year. And she would do like little tins of pralines and fudge and sugar cookies and all kinds of really, really good stuff. And then she would threaten us with bodily harm if we did not give her back the tins so that she could
Oh!
reuse them the next year, which was very on brand for her. Yeah, so she passed away a few years ago, and my mom had gotten the recipes for all the things that she would make. So I tried last year for the first time to make her pralines, and I was like, candy making is hard. Like, you got to get the temperature just right. And anyone who's watched the Great British Baking Show knows that caramel week is no joke. So I was thinking, there's no way this is going to work. And it did. And they tasted just like hers.
Oh
And
my gosh.
it was one of those things where you took a bite and it was like
She was
transported
she was
back.
probably there with you, like, helping you make them.
I know. And probably bitching at me about how I was measuring the sugar and stuff. But no, it was awesome because I had a photocopy of her recipe in her handwriting. And
Aw.
you know, everyone has a story like that about family recipes getting passed down, but that has just not been a thing in my family. We're just not a big cooking family. So to actually have one passed on that I can point to and be like, this is from my grandmother, and then I made it, that was really, really special. And to teach my kids how to make it.
I
So yeah,
love
I'll try them again.
that.
I'm going to try it again this time. I couldn't get her fudge to work, but I'm hopeful that I can figured that out too.
I love that. That's like a real tradition.
Yeah.
My granny used to make fudge. That was like
Mm.
her holiday thing. Ugh, peanut butter fudge. Good
Ooh, I haven't had
lord.
that.
Oh
Yum.
my gosh. And licking the spoon from the giant stainless steel mixing bowl. That was the one of the rare joys of my childhood. Wait, that sounded
Oh.
weird, like I didn't have a lot of joys. I had tons of joys in my childhood. It was just one of the peak experiences.
Yeah. Is that your favorite holiday food, you think?
Well, I mean, no, that's more about the experience, although I could eat a good amount of that
Oh,
fudge
yeah.
just because peanut butter. Because
Mhm.
I'm a peanut butter fiend.
You love peanut butter. I think
I
you've brought it up
do.
in 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh, shoot. I'm
I like
repeating
peanut butter.
myself
No,
already.
I'm just detecting a theme. I love peanut butter too. When I moved overseas and they didn't have peanut butter, I was like, "Oh my god." And then
And
the
with
next time
chocolate? Oh,
yeah. Okay, so not you could
ridic.
eat the peanut butter fudge, but it's not your
I
favorite.
I
Which
love it, but I don't think it's the holidays, and especially not Thanksgiving without pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin anything. I know it makes me a basic bitch, but I'm not really like a pumpkin spice latte kinda gal just because like, it's a lot of sugar. But, oh my god, like a pumpkin cheesecake?
yeah, I was just gonna say that. I'm
Slap me down and call me fat, and
I will, and then I'm gonna feed you more pumpkin pie cheesecake because it's damn good.
and I'll cry and eat it. Okay, so what about family traditions or just Christmas traditions for you? D
Yeah.
is there one?
Yeah, I was thinking about this ahead of time, and it feels kind of strange to say, but I'll go with it anyway. This is like my own personal tradition, and there's a lot that I like, taking the kids to see the Christmas lights and decorating the Christmas tree for sure. But the one that I feel like I have to do every time is after the kids have gone to bed and I'm finishing up wrapping presents and getting everything set out and all that, I always watch the midnight mass at St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City with the Pope.
Really?
Yes, I always I do it, I watch it while I'm doing that. I'm not Catholic. I'm not religious at all. I didn't grow up Catholic, none of that. But I went to Vatican City when I was 16. That was the first time I'd been to Europe, and going into that church, it was just insane. It was so mind blowing how beautiful and how huge it was. And after, I think it must have been after that trip that I started watching that and putting it together like, oh my God, I've been there. That's so cool. And then it's something that's just held all the way because I would be
It's like you
coming
had a
home.
connection to that
Right.
location.
But it's so funny to see like where I have been at the time I was watching the mass throughout my life. So, when I was in college, I'd be coming home from the bar and turning it on half drunk and like watching it,
Wow.
and then like, single and just beginning to teach and watching it then, or then so my youngest was born 4 days before Christmas, and like more recently sitting there nursing her on the couch and watching that. And I don't know, I just always like it. My husband always teases me. He grew up Jewish and obviously does not have much love for the Catholic Church, but he always is like, "Why are you watching this?" I'm like, "I just have to. It's my thing." So that's my probably my favorite Christmas tradition.
So wait, your husband's Jewish, and so how do y'all do the kids?
He
How do
was
y'all
not
do the kids?
How do we do them kids? Well, he did not grow up like practicing or anything. It was kind of more culturally Jewish than religious. Like he didn't have a bar mitzvah or anything, and so it really hasn't been an issue. We just raise them to be good people.
That's
So,
great. Well,
yeah.
and I hear with being Jewish, you don't really have to practice that much. It's like riding a bike. You just
It just comes naturally. Well, if he was practicing, I would have had to convert for our kids to be Jewish because it goes through the mother.
Wait, what? It goes through the mother.
Yeah, and in Judaism, the mom is the one that passes down the religion to the kids. So if I
Oh.
wasn't Jewish, and he was raised Jewish. Our kids would not automatically be Jewish. I would
Oh,
have to convert.
like the baldness gene
Exactly. You pass down Judaism and male pattern baldness.
through your
So,
mother. Thanks,
mhm,
Mom.
that's right.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks a lot.
Love all of that. Oh my
Now,
gosh.
what about you? What's your tradition that
Uh,
you like?
every year I put on a big red dress and I parade myself in front of I really I don't have a Christmas tradition. I'm trying to think of one. But actually when we were talking about Granny's fudge,
Mhm.
like, I was like, "Oh, well, that was a tradition. I
Yeah.
I have a tradition." Every year with us in my family, we would do on Christmas Eve, it would be like a big party at my mom's house where all of the extended family would come, and that would be like the big, like, gifts between the family night.
Right,
And then
right.
Christmas morning was just for, like, individual families at
Mhm.
home for Santa moment. Is that pretty standard?
I think so. I think a lot of people do that. Yeah. Or
Well,
there's
damn it.
no, but that's the thing is with traditions is I think when we're doing them, so many times we don't think about it of, tradition with a capital T. It's just that thing we do every year and I like it. It's not always so formal.
Yeah. Your dog clearly
I know.
wants to go somewhere.
I'm gonna let him out.
Just
Hold
staring at
on.
the door.
I know.
He's like, "Maybe if I just stare at this
I know.
door for a while."
I just gotta sit a little straighter and then she will come and open this door for me. Poor baby.
Oh my gosh. So, family traditions.
Family
Love
traditions.
them. Don't have any. But,
Yes, you do. You totally do. And even if it's a tradition that other people do, it's still a tradition.
Well, gosh, my husband's family, they are all about their as all about his traditions and drinking on the holidays being one of them.
Yep.
And which is funny because in my family, we don't drink.
Right.
They
Yeah.
don't drink at the holidays or ever. And it
Mhm.
it was so weird for me to, like, go into other family situations where, like, people are having mixed drinks and beer, a
Yeah, that's
bevy
not
of alcoholic beverages.
that's so different from where we grew up, you and I, for sure. For those of you who haven't heard, like where Candy and I grew up, it was very, very common that people would not drink and not only not drink, but really have a problem
With
with it.
drinking.
Yes.
Although we
And
got to drink, at
we
Episcopal
drank
school, every like, once a week at least, they gave us a sip of that
for
wine.
communion.
And
Yes.
and that wine was no joke. I remember turning around from, like, taking my sip and, like, walking back to the pews and just being like, "Mm, I can feel that in my chest."
But it tasted so nasty, and did you remember I'm sure this happened with you, but do you remember drinking out of the big common chalice that
Oh,
everyone drank
yeah.
out of?
Very,
Yeah,
very clearly. Being like, "Is that"
so sanitary.
I know, and they would wipe it off with, like, a little cloth, and I was like,
Yes,
I
that's
don't
probably not
know." They would wipe it with the cloth and turn the cup slowly, like,
yeah,
slightly, and it's like, "Well, it's making its way all the way around eventually. There's a lot of kids in here."
but it's fine because by the time you get to the 100th kid, the spittle has dried if it
Good
wasn't completely
god.
wiped off, and you're okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they hadn't passed around strep throat already, let's just make sure everybody gets it.
All right. Well, the other big part of holidays and part of the reason we're here today is to talk about shopping and gift giving. Have you started your shopping yet? Like on did you do the Black
Uh,
Friday thing?
no.
I
I hate shopping
I
for
kind
other
of do.
people.
I know. Shopping for yourself, that's fine,
I
but
mean, that's a little easier. I know what I want.
it's hard shopping for other people. I'm
Ugh.
not a big shopper either. Honestly, that's part of the logic for coming up with this list is I think everybody has trouble with shopping to at least a point.
Some
So if we
people,
can give them a few
I think
ideas.
for some people, gift giving is their love language, and for those
Yes.
people, this is your time to shine. But for me
Yes.
kind of people, where my love language is like words of love, I mean, I could write you a poem or a lovely note, which is something that, like, yes, do that for sure. Like, because it means so much more than some bought thing to,
Yeah.
like, really have someone tell you how they feel in their words and their handwriting. But
You know that Elton John song, Your Song?
yes.
I every time I hear that, it just makes me wanna cry because I think how pure, like, at that level before he really could afford to get whoever he wrote that, or I guess it was his songwriting partner that wrote the song. They couldn't get them the monetary thing that maybe they wanted to, and so they just wrote him the song, and I'm like, "That just means so much more to me
Oh
than
my
anything you
gosh.
could have bought." And now he could buy anything
If someone gave
in the
you a
world.
song for Christmas, ah,
Ah, yeah.
ah,
Yes.
guys,
I'm
give us a song for Christmas.
We should be giving them a song,
We
Candy.
will give them a song for Christmas. Let's make that our goal for our next for our super duper holiday extravaganza.
Okay.
We'll write an original Christmas song. I
Oh,
can't
no,
believe I'm saying this
don't be
right
saying no. Don't
now.
set us up. We'll see what we can come up with.
We'll come up with something
Yeah.
holiday themed for you guys. A gift.
Yes.
A gift for your ears. But what
But in the
about
meantime,
in the meantime, exactly, like, what are we gonna do about? Because I mean, there are only so many hours in the day, and we can't write a song for everybody,
that's
although
right.
you could write one song and just change the name for each person.
Oh,
Just change a few details for each person.
but
But then what you don't want is those people to start talking to each other,
I
because
was
then
just
they're
thinking that. You
then
gotta
you're gonna be
isolate
screwed.
them. Yes. No note comparing allowed. This will
This
not work.
this is my special song for you, and it's for your ears only, and if you ever play it for anyone else, I
I'll
will
fucking
know.
slit your throat. Oh, I will know. Yes. I will take my song back.
Just like Santa, I see you when you're sleeping, when you're awake, but unlike Santa, I will slit your fucking throat. So,
I will sharpen up a candy cane
that's
and go to
shank
town.
your ass.
That's right.
We'll shank your ass like an elf in prison, and
And isn't that the true meaning of the season? To save money, write a shitty ass song for your relatives, plug in everyone's name, and then shank them with a candy cane for talking. It just doesn't get more
Woo.
festive than that.
Well, hallelujah. Okay, well, let's talk about some
For real, we do need some practical ideas to
yeah, we
because
wanna help you guys out. We don't want you to just, like, be like, "What did I get out of this show?" Like, they just sat there and talked about shanking people with candy canes?
and spitting in communion wine.
She had to let her
This was
dog out? Like, what is this show?
this was not what I signed up for. No. All right, we're gonna deliver. So,
Yes.
Candy, you came up with some really great gift ideas.
I came up with a couple. Now, one thing that I have found that is famously difficult is when you have to get gifts for a man and not a gay
Yes.
man. You
Yes.
know, like that's, I mean, people don't even really wear ties anymore. So it's not like
Right.
you can really even give them a tie. But what they do wear is athletic shorts and socks. And I know this sounds meh, but there are these knot socks. You know what knot socks are, right? Like they're the
Are they
little
just
no-show
low cut?
socks. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So guys can wear them with anything from their athletic sneakers and look like they've got smelly feet, but they don't. And or they can wear them with any other kind of, casual shoe.
Hmm.
But there is this brand I found, and I'm receiving no money from them, I will have you know. They're called Whisper Deer, like
Hmm.
Deer in the
Like the
forest.
animal?
Yes,
Okay.
like you're whispering a secret to a deer, and it was how to invent the perfect knot socks because these puppies don't come off. Like
Oh,
some of these little knot socks, and I'm telling you this for you too, Leslie,
no,
because I
this
think
is
that
great.
anyone can wear these actually.
Yeah,
But whisper deer, they got this big old band of like rubber on the back of each sock, and that sucker, they stay on. They
I
stay
like that.
on.
So
So
whisper deer, not
whisper
socks.
deer, not socks, and also there are these adorable athletic shorts that I found from Fly Firefly, and I'm pretty sure these are all, English as a second language brand names here, but, Whisper
Right.
Deer, and then for athletic shorts, Fly Firefly. Not easy to say.
Mm-mm. Tongue
Those were
twister.
2 things that I thought of for guys that are inexpensive, that you could get them and be like, "Oh, these are these amazing socks." They're not just any socks. They're, socks with technology, and guys love technology.
Non-grip. I mean, non-slide technology.
Yes.
I like it.
We don't want the not stick technology because then they'll just shoot off your feet.
No Teflon socks. We don't want that. Okay.
Unless you can control it, and then when you're ready to take them off, you're like, "Alright, Teflon," and then they just shoot off your feet.
Pshoo. Okay. What about for girls? You got
So
anything
for
for girls?
girls, it's so much easier. It's just like everything else, basically. Um, it's like all my other gift giving ideas apply to girls, women, and gay men. So one thing that I think can be really cute to get people for Christmas is like a subscription box.
Yes.
Like there's so many good ones out there. I don't know if you know Birchbox. Do you know
Yes.
it? It's like all beauty products, right?
Is that the one that's just for men or is that for women too?
No, they have it
Birchbox.
for both.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sephora has a great box.
Mm.
There's this other one, called Thrive. If you have a friend who's, like, really into wellness, someone
Mhm.
who's gonna appreciate something with bergamot and, cardamom and what's the thing that brings down swelling that's turmeric?
Turmeric, yeah. So is it like essential oils type
It's
thing
all
or
that stuff.
all the
It's
hippie shit?
all the hippie shit, exactly. That's called Thrive,
Oh, I
and
like that.
you can get just like a 1-month membership. So you just basically send them the first box,
And
and then
then they can if they like it, they can keep going.
they can keep going. Exactly.
That's good because it doesn't cost you that much. Like a full year subscription can be a little bit much for, if that's just not in your budget. But if you want to just get them started, it's a great idea. I love
And
subscription boxes.
yeah, and I don't know if Stitch Fix does a thing where you can, like, gift the first box to somebody, but that seems like that would make a really good gift. My
Mhm.
husband just did his first Stitch Fix box.
Oh, how did it go?
He tried everything on today, like,
Uh-huh.
he's keeping everything but I think the Herschel backpack that they sent, and I'm kinda looking at that Herschel backpack like, "It's pretty cute."
And sometimes it's cheaper to keep it all.
Exactly.
Yeah, so maybe you get the backpack.
Mm,
No arguments
mommy
there.
gets a gift too.
That's right. Well, those are great. I haven't tried the Sephora gift box. I do the Allure gift box, subscription box, and I look forward to that thing every month. And I get
Really?
so many. Yes,
How
I
long have
just,
you been getting it?
oh my gosh, maybe 2 or 3 years.
No
And
way.
it's wonderful because I just get all these different things that I would never buy normally, but you get to try them out. And then I've gone on to buy the full size product many times and just discovering like new types of mascara or especially serums. They're very big on serums in that box.
I love a serum.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Speaking of serums, I just discovered this serum. Oh my gosh, now we're just turning into like consumerism
I know,
chatty Cathy's, but
but we
it's
buy stuff. It's like you said before. These are all just things we like, y'all. We're not getting paid for any of this
no,
yet.
no,
Yet. But
yet.
yeah, this is not like a commercial for anyone. This is just real talk.
Do you know this store Aesop?
Mm,
It's usually in kind of
I
like
know the
fancy
fables.
malls. Yeah, yeah. There is the guy, But no, this is the place, and it's like scents it almost reminds me of Aveda in the
Okay.
way that Aveda had those, like, very natural smells in all their
Yes.
products,
Mhm.
but they make a bunch of, like, washes and face washes and serums and all that kinda stuff. Anyway, for my birthday, my friend Lay bought me a serum from there that was $100.
Ooh.
To me, that's $100 is a lot to lay down for something that I'm just gonna slap on my face.
Right. But, with
But
beauty products
I
go ahead, tell
love
me.
I love this serum.
Yeah?
I am actually a little obsessed and have had people comment on my skin after
Ooh.
using this product.
That's the
So,
sure sign that you found a winner. It's worth $100.
yes. So Aesop, it's not just for fables, it's also for face serum.
Mhm.
Before I let it go, with all the subscription things, you
Yeah.
could also there's also great ones for, flowers, like, you could gift someone, like, 3 months of flowers.
What? I've
Um,
never heard of this.
yeah,
Like,
there's a site called Urban Stems, and
oh,
it's, like, 50 bucks, for basically them to create this arrangement and deliver it to them.
how awesome would that be to just get flowers all year like that?
And it
That's
gets
so
more
cool.
elaborate as the price point goes up. I think there was some, like, 100 and something dollar one, and it's like you have this artful, gorgeous, huge floral arrangement sent to you. Oh, and if they have pets, bark box.
Yes, my daughter has been begging to get bark box for our dog.
Oh, and this is a great gift for the person that you can't think of what to get them. Like, if you at least know the model of any of their devices, like, if they
Mhm.
have an iPhone or if they have a certain Samsung, like, if you can just find out what that is, or with their laptop, covers are a great gift because they're relatively inexpensive, and it's always fun, I think, to switch out the cover on your phone, like, to not just have
Yeah,
one that you're using until it completely falls apart. Change it up a little bit.
that's a great idea. That's a good idea for, my twins who are teenagers, and they're all about their
Yeah.
phones.
And like, a lot of people don't have covers on their laptops, but
Mhm.
I picked up one on Amazon for I don't even think it was 20 bucks, and it's just a lucite clear cover that just snaps on, and guys, I feel so much more confident. I am throwing this laptop across the room. Like, just
It is like night and day,
it
the
is just
confidence level.
yes.
Oh gosh. Okay, so let's see, where do I wanna go here?
I mean, I
Do
have
you wanna
more
do the
stuff. I do have
go ahead.
more things. Okay, gosh.
Yes, tell. We need
I
all
feel
the
like
ideas.
I feel like I'm on the Today Show right now. Like, this is very Today Show
Well,
where they, like
Savannah.
yeah, they pivot from the segment where they're talking about the murder at the elf prison, and then they come over here and they're like, "And here are 20 great gift ideas from Candy Shell and Leslie Garr. Girls, tell us all about these new
Take it
products."
away. What have you got, guys?
Wow.
You can buy this lovely briefcase of pre-sharpened candy canes.
I
Perfect for
sucked on them
shanking.
all myself. I sucked them all down to a sharp point, and my teeth are rotted. So we're doing Secret Santa this
Oh,
year for
nice.
Christmas,
Uh-huh.
but they've upped the ante, so now it's 150 bucks is the
Okay.
amount. So that kinda changes things.
Mhm.
So if you're kind of in that range, a couple of things that could be great, if your person has a streaming TV or just a computer, actually, what am I talking about? A year of masterclass can be a
Yes.
great gift because there are so many different topics, so many different teachers. It's fun to jump around in there. Yeah, and so for 180 bucks, you can give them a full year of that, and they have access to all the classes.
I got
Another
that one last year
Oh,
from
you
my
did it?
husband. I think it was for Christmas, actually,
Oh, so tell me.
and it was wonderful. I loved it, and you can also I think you can share it with people for free, like a certain amount. It comes with a lot of perks.
Oh,
The
I love
cool thing
that.
that something else cool about Masterclass is they're always adding in new people. So it's not like it's just stagnant. There's
Right.
always new courses and I actually did the David Sedaris humor writing one. I honestly thought this is going to be more inspiration than anything I can actually take action on. But I found myself taking notes in his class because he had some really good tips.
Oh, the
And
the Shonda Rhimes screenwriting course, it's like
oh,
a
is that good?
real class with a syllabus, and it's a real deal.
I haven't done that one. I should go back and do that.
It's so good.
But the funny thing was, so I had finished the David Sedaris class, and maybe a month later, I went to one of his readings in Austin for his latest book, Happy Go Lucky. And I stayed afterwards to get my book signed by him, which I was a little nervous about because he's probably my favorite humor writer ever. And so I was talking to him about his master class, and he was like, "Oh my God, do you know how much money I made off that?"
Woo!
He said he made $1 million
Oh
off of
my
it.
god.
Yeah, because he was like, "They pay me this certain amount," and I did it, and I told them, "I don't really know anything. I don't know what to tell you," and they just pieced together all of my crap that I said, and he said, "And then the pandemic happened, and so everyone started using it,
Oh my
and yeah, I got
gosh.
like $1 million." It's like, "All right, well, thank you so much."
I want a master class now.
I know. So, yeah, that's a good one.
Well, okay, and then another great, if your person is less of a doer and more of just a beer, then you could get them one of these great, digital picture frames. Aura, Aura, makes a really cute one, and,
Hmm.
it's about 160 bucks, and what's cool about it is it looks like a real frame. It just, sits on your whatever and changes photos, but other people can send photos to your frame. Like, you
Oh, I didn't
basically
know that.
give them access to it, and I think they can just even, like, just send them right from their phone. So, like, you could give all your family access to your frame, and then
Right.
they could send pictures to you, like, especially if you live apart from some of your family, you could be kind of, like, getting updates in this cute, kind of unexpected way.
I love that. I'm literally writing it down because I've seen those, digital frames have been around for a while, but just having it to where you can share it with other people.
Yeah, they've gotten better. They've gotten
Yeah,
better in recent years.
love that.
Oh, and another one, pet portraits. It's a thing. It's on
Yeah.
Etsy. You can get them in some general uniform where it looks like a famous old painting. Um,
Like a very dignified
yeah,
dog.
there's so many different, like, kinds to choose from, but the price point is really low, like, just to get the digital image created, it's like 30 bucks. But then
Wow.
but then you can have it printed and framed and whatever, and it goes up from there. But that's a cute one, and if there's a drag queen in your life, easy.
Which face it, if you're listening to this, there is at
I
least
mean,
one.
exactly, there's at least one. You can get me. I'm gonna
Or whoever, one of those other bitches.
Uh, a lace front wig, honey. I mean, I love hair, and hair fits everyone. And there's this brand on Amazon called Lushy,
Mm,
Lushy, Lushy lace front
blushy.
wig. They
What's
come
a
in.
lace front wig?
Oh, well, that's how drag queens and people in TV and movies have very realistic hairlines
Oh,
on their
okay.
wigs. Did you not have lace fronts when you have done your shows before? Maybe you did and just didn't know.
Yeah, I think I just didn't know the name.
So, yeah, it's literally like a piece of transparent lace that
Okay.
is kind of, like, sewn into the wig, and it
Mhm.
and it, like, has hairs individually tied to it. So it creates this illusion of a hairline.
Nice.
So that or just a 3-pack of Got to Be hairspray because, girl, queens need hairspray. We gotta hold it up. We
You
gotta
go through it
Yeah, we gotta keep it
fast.
vertical.
All right. I had a few ideas for some non-material gifts since we were
Oh, great. So now I look like the big
No, no, no,
materialistic.
no. No, because I wrote down a lot of your ideas. Okay, so we talked a little bit about streaming services, but I think that that could be I've like lost all my energy. My brain was just like off, power off.
Streaming services.
Streaming services. Of course there's all the well-known ones, Disney Plus and Netflix and all that. It feels like there's a new one every day, and a smaller one, something like BritBox or something really
That's
particular
if someone
to
gave me BritBox,
yeah,
I would kiss them on the lips, probably.
right? Those are really fun. I'm thinking especially for older people that may not know about those things that if
Excuse
you
me?
No, 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 I'm thinking like my parents. I was not insulting you, Candy. No, I'm just thinking people who may not have heard of that and would really enjoy it. You'd probably have to come to their house to set it up.
Right, to
But
set it up.
if you have a parent or something that just doesn't know that this stuff exists, I had a friend who has one that streams all of the Metropolitan Opera out of New York. They could access any of their catalog of operas from years and years ago.
Well, and I'm just thinking about, like, if you know a family who doesn't have Disney Plus and to give them Disney Plus for a year, like a family with kids, like,
Yeah.
that would be such a bomb-ass gift. Those kids would love you.
Yeah, completely. Something else that I also like to get for my kids, and I say it's non-material, like it is a thing that you're giving them. I'm thinking non-material in the sense of non-clutter. I'm all about getting rid of the clutter as
Great,
much as
I like
possible.
that.
My kids have really liked in the last couple of years getting a Spotify premium subscription. So I'll just get them like a year-long subscription to Spotify Premium. They don't have the ads, they can make their own playlists. And my daughter in particular loves that one.
Oh, Spotify is just it's the best.
Yeah. One that I like also, and I usually ask for this one, is a Headspace subscription. I get this for my birthday every year.
Is that
It was
the
the reason
meditation one?
that's the meditation one. Yeah, it's wonderful. I think it's like 60 or $70 for the year,
I
so
think
it's
my
not too bad.
husband does that one.
It's great. Similar to Calm. They both have slightly different vibes. I have them both. Calm, I ended up getting you can get like a lifelong subscription for a little bit cheaper. I think it costs you the equivalent of 3 or 4 years, and then you're set. So I'll use one like to listen to more quiet music or sleep stories and one for more meditation stuff. But to me, anytime I can get something that's not going to take up space, but you still get a lot of enjoyment out of it, I'm all for it.
Absolutely. And are those both are they like guided meditation kind of things or
They have both. I know I haven't used as much of the meditation on Calm. I usually use Headspace for meditation, but they have guided and unguided. And they also have ones that are specific to whatever you need at that moment. So they'll have ones, I don't know, maybe you're in the middle of a panic attack or you're just feeling, I don't know, like really angry or
Mhm.
something specific that's happening. They tailor it to that. So, and they're also always adding to their library.
Yeah, I need that like on my phone, just like a list of buttons just as soon as I open it up. Pissed, panic,
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
mad, shit your pants. Um
Jelly beans smell like turkey. Go.
I bet there are turkey jelly beans. I bet
Oh,
that there
probably
are.
in the Harry Potter every flavor beans.
Yeah, or at
I
least
bet
like a Thanksgiving Day pack from Brock's. My
they can go
husband
bad real quick.
loves jelly beans, and I'm not a candy eater. I'm not like a which is ironic because it's my name, but, I just
You're
and
just like, "Give
also
me peanut butter."
and
If we
also
rolled it up,
exactly,
peanut
exactly, and
butter.
also because I poop jelly beans, which probably, it probably turns me off to it a little bit.
Right. It's like when you work in an ice cream store and you're just like, "Whatever." You're like, "I could poop this for
Exactly.
free." So, I don't know what to tell you.
It's like if you work in an ice cream parlor, except if you shit the ice cream.
was wondering where that rocky road came from. Just
Gross.
oh,
You're making me
Lord.
sweat. Where were we?
Non-material gifts and
Oh,
disgusting
yes.
ice cream flavors.
Non-material gifts. So
Okay, now this last one, you're gonna have to choose your recipient very carefully, and I speak from experience with this, but it can be really great for the right person. So there is this website called Donors Choose. I believe it's donorschoose.org, and it's a place where teachers can go and put up special projects that they
oh,
need funding for.
yeah.
Yeah. So you might see, like, okay, there's a fifth grade art teacher in Des Moines that wants to do, I don't know, clay sculpture or whatever with her kids, and she needs the funding to buy the materials. And they lay out very specifically what they need, and then you can donate whatever amount you want, and then they'll give you updates. And it's just awesome because everyone knows that teachers don't receive the funding that they need. And
Yeah.
anything extra they want to do, and honestly sometimes even not extra, just the basic stuff to do your job, they're paying for that out of their pockets.
Yeah.
So if you have someone in your life that would enjoy, like, maybe they already have all the little doodads that
Right.
they could ever want, they don't need another gift, they don't want anything else, but they would really enjoy seeing money going to a good cause like this. I think that something like that is great. I did that one year for my mom, who's a former teacher, and she loved it. And she was a math teacher. And so I funded some math project, and she was just so touched and so excited.
Mm.
The same year, I gave it to my dad, who was also a former teacher, and he was pissed.
Oh, he's like, "Where is my present?
Yes.
Where is my stuff?"
Where is my goddamn gift? Yeah. So, like I said, you got to choose your recipient carefully. You're going to know who's going to appreciate that and who's not. And you're going to help out some people.
Oh
So,
my gosh. So, we talked about writing a song, but you can make things for people for Christmas, which is always nice to have that touch of a human hand.
yeah.
That
I
human touch.
love the touch of a human hand.
Oh gosh, like right across the buttocks. Anyway.
I was thinking right across the neck with a candy cane in
Oh.
it, but that's okay.
Just the hint of danger.
That's right.
I could stab you right now if I wanted to.
This thing is freshly sharpened and ready to go.
One thing that I have done before is make watercolor cards for people. It's pretty easy to find like a pack of watercolor cards, and even if you don't feel like you have a lot of artistic ability, like you can do this with any just cheap set of watercolors and a waterproof pen and just draw your like little kid version of like a stocking or a tree or something on the cover and like lay them all out and just create like a little system for yourself, and then you've got like an entire pack of handmade cards that are going to go out to people that people are going to think, wow, you spent time thinking about me.
That's a great idea. And if you are, working on art and that's something that you want to pursue, what a great way to get your name out there. Because whoever
Exactly.
they send that to is going to be like, who did this beautiful work? Oh, it was Candy Shell. Make sure you got your name on there so you can get your word out.
Wait, so were you thinking like the entire pack of cards goes as a gift to one person?
Well, you could do it
Because
different
that's
ways.
well, because that's not what I was thinking, but that's such a good idea.
I have a friend who sells those on Etsy, and they're adorable and they're very unique. And so, yeah, whenever someone sends them in the mail to another person, they're inevitably going to look at it and have a closer look and then go to her Etsy shop.
Yeah, to
So,
all of our artists out there, if it doesn't drain you in any way, use your talent to create your gifts. You've got
yeah.
something that cannot be bought,
And stuff that seems so easy and natural to you, like, oh, who would want that? That's just, I can do that in my sleep. It does not come easily to other people.
and
So,
they will keep it forever.
yeah, that's a great one. I have one more thing. I have one more consumerist thing
Oh,
after we had
good.
that lovely note. I have a gift that I got a few months ago that I have loved, and so I want to share it. I got a bread maker, y'all. A Cuisinart bread maker. And I was not real sure if I was gonna actually use this thing.
How does
Well,
it work?
it's so cool, it's so easy. All you do is layer in the ingredients, like, it kinda depends on what you're making, it has different
Right.
settings, but if you're gonna make a whole baked loaf of bread, you just get your recipe. There's all sorts of bread recipes that you can find everywhere on Pinterest and all over. You just layer them in the right layer and press start and like tell it what cycle you want it on, and that's it. And you come out a few hours later with a fully baked loaf of bread.
That's
You can even
crazy.
It's so cool. You can even put a delay on it so that you can layer your ingredients in there at night, and then the next morning you wake up and the your breakfast
What?
bread is made. It's
So now, does it do all the proving and everything
Yes.
inside?
Yes.
Oh, that's
It's
crazy.
I know. There's a ton of different models, and it kind of depends on what you want to do with it, because they can make dough, they can make jams. I don't even know. Any kind of bread you can imagine. So there's a range in there in the price. Like, I don't know, low end probably 70, $80. Mine was like
Oh, that's
around
cheap.
130. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not bad. So this like more top of the line was around 130, and I'm sure you could go even more. But I've used mine more than anything for dough. Like, we have started doing pizza nights where I'll just throw the ingredients in there just on a weeknight when it's super busy, and it makes the dough, it lets it proof and rise and everything. Take it out, everyone just gets their piece of dough and shapes it into a pizza and puts their toppings on it, and we throw it in the oven. That's it. It's
Wow.
wonderful.
My
So,
my
highly
husband's been
recommend.
making bread and baking a lot more lately, but I don't know. I wonder if he would like that.
I was kind of skeptical because I'm not very gadgety. I love to cook, but I'm like, I don't need another gadget.
Right.
Again, the clutter thing. But what I have found is that it's been really good for me. I like it for doughs, and then you just take it out, and I don't know, like if you're doing rolls, you got to shape it into the rolls and then put it in the oven. But it's just stuff that I would not normally have time to do otherwise, or wouldn't have known how really to do. It's not so labor intensive because the
Gotcha.
machine's doing it all for you.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. Ooh, I'm gonna take that and put it on my list.
Yeah.
And I
Husband.
do love bread. God,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I really want to invite more bread into my home,
But
but
the good thing is, if you're making it yourself, you're not getting all the preservatives like you would if you just have store-bought bread. So
yeah,
it is better for you.
yeah, I'm sure if I eat like, 10 pounds of healthy bread, I'll be fine.
It cancels out 5 pounds of store-bought bread. Take it from me. Do not take it from me.
Oh gosh.
Well,
Well,
Candy,
there it is.
there
It
it is.
the
That's Candy and
whoop,
Leslie's favorite
whoop,
things.
there it is. We have like officially done our Today Show product plug, except unlike those ladies, we're getting paid by none of these entities.
We're just getting paid with goodwill.
That's right, and we are sharing the goodwill with y'all, and, we're not gonna tell you about something that is crap. I mean, unless we have an evil streak, one of us, and we really do wanna just get you.
Or the right price eventually.
That's
But
right.
right now, it is all goodwill.
So where are we? Are we gonna hit a couple segments? Are we gonna
We are gonna hit a
segment this
couple
thing?
segments. Yes, we are. First, I think we need to head to the humiliation station. It's been a
Oh, I
while since
love
we've been
this
there.
song.
When you got diarrhea or your guy says see ya, don't fret, don't despair.
If your life isn't sunny, it still could be funny, so come along to the humiliation station. So this person, I'll just call them S, sent this in and said they were in an audition, and they were in, just kind of picture like in a chorus line where everybody's in the line, and they called out everyone's names who was going to be going on to the next round. And so this person stepped forward, and the director said, "No, not you," and had them
Oh,
step back into line. And they said, and it was the last round. So everyone knew each other. They'd all been together for a while, and everyone
oh
else knew that it was that person.
no.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Oh,
I
that
know. That one hurt. I like, just reading it, I was like, "Ooh," I started breaking into a sweat, just an empathetic sweat. Oh, that's like an auditioner's worst nightmare, I think.
Oh my gosh. Well, can I share a humiliation station via my mom?
Yes.
So my mom is a psychologist,
Oh.
and this is, like, way back in the, like I think in, like, the early '80s maybe, and she was going to a conference, and she had just, gotten this new polka dot, like, pantsuit kind of outfit. It had a
Mhm.
top, and it had these pants, and it was so cute, and she felt so cute in it, and she was, like, going around this conference, and everybody's just staring at her, and they're, like, checking out her butt, and, like, she is like, "I am hot shit," and what and she's having this confidence moment, where she's just like, "I am the it girl at the
Yeah.
conference." And then she goes to the bathroom and she sits down on the toilet and she looks down and is looking straight through the butt of the pants she was wearing. There's just the entire butt was out.
The entire oh my
It was just they were, like, probably staring at, like, her pantyhose and her underwear.
Did she have a cute pair on at least? Does she
I
remember?
don't think so. I don't think
Oh,
so.
no.
I don't think it was a cute pair.
Salt in the wound. Oh my god. Who has not been there with a split pants moment? And
Ugh.
you I feel like that's an inevitable part of that story. You think everyone's looking at you like, "Damn,
I still
I'm
got it.
still got it." And it's like, "Yeah, you do,
Yeah,
but it's not
you
what you
got
think
it.
it
You
is."
got so much of it, you ripped the butt out your pants.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's that. I'm sure my mom will enjoy me sharing that with the world. No, I mean that literally, I think she would.
we've all been there. All right, should we talk about keep making shit before we head out?
Let's keep making shit.
Keep making shit. You better make it.
All right, Candy.
Shit, yeah.
Yes.
Ah,
What have you made since we last
what
talked?
have I made? You know, I'm thinking about it, and, I don't think I've made shit since last time we
Woo!
talked.
I'm applauding.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty prolific, but this time around, like, I'm really kinda racking my brain, and I'm like, "Wow." Like, since the symphony show, I just kinda kicked my heels up,
Mhm.
kicked my high heels off, and I've just been laying low, and I'm into it. Like, I've been going
Yeah.
to the gym with the very tiny weights, just the little tiniest pink weights. 'Cause I tend to bulk up for a woman, so I try to keep it
You
light.
gotta yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tone,
That's
not
right.
not
Tone it up.
bulk. But yeah, I didn't make anything.
You're in your recovery stage. You're coming off of a lot of stuff that you'd been making, and so I think that's great.
I'm
You're
doing
gearing up
exactly
for
what
the
I'm
next
supposed
thing.
to.
Exactly.
And
Very
also, isn't this what the holidays are all about? It's just like
oh, yes.
just
Honestly, I think that's why the holidays tend to be hard for me because I have a very hard time slowing down. And
mm.
not like I'm making shit all the time, but I'm just kind of I picture like a little ant, like just running around, scurrying around and gathering stuff and like that. I want to keep doing that during the holidays. I don't want to lie down and just be on the couch and watch TV. I want to be productive. But you have to have both sides. You've got to have the downtime to
Well,
be ready for the productive
and
times.
you can funnel all that need to be productive into decorating and cooking and,
Yeah,
doing all the holiday things too.
that's right.
So what about you? Did you make some shit?
I made some shit.
Oh, let's hear about it.
Yes. I did my first audition for a musical in
No.
probably I can't even remember, at least 2 years, if not more. And so now what a lot of theaters here in Austin anyway, and I think other places too are doing is that for the first round you just have to send in a self-tape. It used to be in person, you would
Oh,
go and do kind of like a cattle call, and everyone would
Yeah.
come in with their times. But now I think just since COVID, they're like, you know what? It's a lot easier just to have people self tape, which there's positives and negatives. Like it's
Right.
nice that you can kind of get it just right, but you can also drive yourself crazy. So I sent in my self tape, and something that helped this time was I was working with my voice teacher and I recorded it with him. And that helped so much because I couldn't second guess myself a million times. He was accompanying me and we did it a few times, and he was like, that last one was great. Send that one in, and it was done. I was,
That's
it took like
awesome.
30 minutes. And I just found out that I got a call back. So
Yay!
I got, yeah, I found out right before Thanksgiving, I got a call back for 3 different parts. So
What?
yeah. So I'm going to have that pretty soon. It'll be right after this episode comes out. I'll have my call back and I have to memorize.
Well, you're definitely gonna be in this show.
I don't know. We'll see.
I
We'll
mean, if they're
see.
calling you back for 3 parts,
It's a good sign.
that's a pretty good sign.
You can't with theater, you
Yeah,
cannot
no,
count your chickens until they
you can't call it.
hatch.
You can't call it until they call you, and sometimes even
Yes,
then, you never know.
that's right. You never know, but it's a good sign. So I've got a
I'm so
couple
proud
different
of
pieces.
you.
Thank you. I am too. I'm
Now can you
proud. I'm
tell us what
excited.
the production is?
It is called The Baker's Wife, which I had never heard of. I thought The Baker's Wife, oh, from Into the Woods, but there is a whole musical. When was it written? I think it was from the 80s, and it was just kind of one of those that had more underground success than anything, I think. And
Okay.
it wasn't like a big Broadway hit, but it takes place in a little French village. I want to say somewhere around World War II. So I had to sing in French, and
Well,
I'll have to sing in French for the callback and speak a little bit in French.
that's
And
kinda fun.
yeah, it's
So
cool.
wait,
It's
does that
getting,
mean you'll have a French accent in the play too?
I think so.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So we'll
Well,
see. We'll see
you
what
can
happens.
practice on us.
I know. I gotta, you
It'll
know,
it's like for the next 3 episodes, it's gonna be French Leslie, guys, so just get into it.
it's gonna be like Candy
And
and
Frenchie.
Frenchie. I was gonna say like I was trying to think of some French name.
And,
Candy and Madeleine.
Madeleine or, Mirabelle or,
All right. Well, I think that's about it for this time, huh, Candy?
We did it
We did.
again.
We did it again. We're just gonna give ourselves a massive pat on
Yeah,
the back after every
patting myself
episode.
on the back. Thank you, Candy Shell. You got off the couch.
Good job. And thank y'all for listening. We
Yeah.
love having you. We are spreading our wings. We're getting more and more listeners all the time. Candy, did I tell you we have people in Portugal and Ireland and stuff listening to us now?
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
local, the Irish. And I
We're
don't
going
know how to do
global.
a Portugal accent, but, as soon as I figure it out, I'll give it a go.
I can say obrigado. That's it.
Oh, I was like, is that like an avocado? No, it's not.
Obrigado avocado.
Thank you
Thanks,
for the
y'all.
avocado.
That's right. Thanks for listening, guys. Keep those messages coming for the humiliation station, and keep making shit or anything else you want to chat with us
Yeah,
about.
hit us up. We're ready to talk.
We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Enjoying the show? Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Help us spread the word by rating and reviewing the show. And tell a friend while you're at it. Got a story for the humiliation station or for our Keep Making Shit segment? Send it to us at leslieandthedragqueen@gmail.com or on any of our socials, and you could be featured on an upcoming episode. You can find Leslie and the Drag Queen on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.